Okay, so today we are gonna do some loop kind of thing for each loop inside the Tikz. So let's get started. So firstly, we can uh, suppose I give you a scenario in which you have to draw like 5 circles, and within each circle there is a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, or maybe some kind of calculation according to their numbering. So how can you make that? So for this we can use for each loop inside the Tikz. So mm, for each starts with like a backslash, as you know already. Every command inside the text, or you can say lattice, starts with backslash. So for each, and now you define a variable like for each let's say x, you can do anything like x by z, a, b, c, anything in. Now you give the like numbers, or just give a range. So for right now I just give a like set of numbers 1 to 5 and close this inside the curly braces. Now starts new curly braces, and within this curly braces you can define something for the loop content. Like let's say we wanna draw a circle. So draw, like define the coordinate, like center of this. So x by coordinate you can just put in 0, and now say circle, and of radius maybe radius is equals to 1 unit, right? And inside the circle we want to put some note like or just you can leave here, just run it first. So as you can see there is 5 circle, but circle is overlapping because the center is at distance of 1 unit, but the radius also 1. So we want to just decrease the radius little small circle. So here you can see there is 5 circle, or you can change like even x, or maybe 1.5 times x, depends on you how you want to do some spacing in between the circle. So for noding you can put in the same line, or you can put a node in the separate, it depends on you totally. So let's delete like all this auto completion. Node at, so we want node at the center, that means we have to put exactly the coordinate of the center of the circle. So 1.5 times x comma 0, which is the by coordinate, and now in the node we can just say x, which is the variable 1, 2, 3 will get repeated each time when the loop runs. So as you can see there is 5 circle, and in each circle there is a node according to their numbering, and you can just do other things like you want to square root of, so you can put square root of x. So square root of 1, a square root of 2, a square root of 3, like that will get printed out. So or you may change, you may do some calculation thing as well, but for right now I'm gonna stop here and change something for this. So as you can see for 1 to 5 we put it like 1, 2, 3, manually put it the range, and but we can do something like that 1, 2, and then after dot dot and 5. This means that start with 1 then move to 2, that means it understands the gapping between the consecutive loop, which is of 1 unit, and goes on like that up to 5. So it will do exactly same as what doing before. So as you can see, and the interesting part is we can change this to 20 and it will work accordingly. As you can see we like got out of the page because page is smaller, but don't worry, we can change like to smaller gaps between the circle, even bond like just up to 13. So You can change radius or even change the page size, depends on you. So this is how you loop things inside the Tikz. Let's make something different as well. So let's make it table, like a table, or you can say like numbers inside table, like coordinate system. So we can use nested loop. So for x, or you can like table like a structure we're gonna draw, or you can say what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's make a square or rectangular region which is showing the magnetic field or electric field with cross or dot, depending on what you want. So let's do some nested loop thing. So in b1 from 0 to 4, 5, yeah, and inside the curly braces I'm gonna start another loop for each, this time by like variable you can change, depends on you. And within this also b1 0 to 5, and you can see nested loop, and for each x this loop will get repeated, and within this it will get repeated up to 5. So in this we're going to define some node, like node at like x coordinate, y coordinate, and node will be like a times symbol, cross, you can say. So let's run it first. As you can see, let's hide firstly this, because we have to shift coordinate system. Let's run it again. So yeah, as you can see, we made a like a region from 0 to 5 which is showing cross, and you can draw even a circle, like let's draw a circle, draw exactly at the same coordinate and the circle, maybe 5 point is the radius. So as you can see, it's perfectly showing the magnetic field, and even you can change so this is showing the dot field, as you can see, or like sometimes dot is little smaller. For that you can just replace the whole thing with fill, exactly like above, and this time we're gonna put like 2 point, that means key at the center it will make a smaller circle. That's why I use the fill command. Fill this fills the shape. 2 point I think little larger, so I can use maybe 1.5 or 1 even, depends on the shape. Yeah, it's cool. So as you can see, we made a like kind of repeated nested loop thing, and you can change like we want something like to 9, 0 to 9, that means the complete 10 unit of thing. Yeah, as you can see, we expanded, just we have to change like we want like 10, 20, 15, depending on what you want. So yeah, as you can see, we used nested loops and made some interesting pattern. So yeah, thank you, and see you guys in the next tutorial.